Society of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I am your head seeker, Evelyn, and this is Magic Academy. Today we are joined by Heather.
Hi, Emery Hawthorne.
Vic.
Oh, hi. Hawk.
Haley.
Hi, I'm an old lady.
You can help us and be part of the Magic Academy by making sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. This episode is powered by Sirenscape because epic games need epic sounds. And with that, let's get into tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are my voracious vampire hunters ready?
I'm more of like a voracious Victor, flirter, but you know, we'll roll with it.
I was gonna say, are we using hunting like in like the literal sense, or hunting like hunting for a mate? Asking for a friend.
Do whatever you want. Listen, I know at least two people. I know at least two people in the party who are thirsty for Strahd, so I'll let you guess it who that is.
I can tell you right now, it's definitely not the robot or the woman who was married to the love of her life for 50 or 100 something years.
It's absolutely the fucking robot. What are you talking about?
So, last episode, it feels like a lot happened. We met a very strange young man named Victor Vallakovich, who is the son of Baron Vallakovich, the Burgomaster of Vallaki, who has this strange animosity towards the Zaroviches. Something about the Vallakoviches being better than the Zaroviches, and there's a whole thing. He has an interesting reason for not liking Strahd, besides the fact that he's a vampire. And we met Victor, who is trying to get out of Barovia by trying to create a teleportation circle, but his teleportation circle is a little broken, a little dangerous. He doesn't quite have the full spell. Well, Emery said, "You're part of the party now." And we've adopted a third NPC.
Make my boy out of this.
Our army grows by the day. And after convincing Victor to leave home and strike out on his own with the party, you all went to St. Andrew's Church, where you discovered that the bones of St. Andrew, which were what made the church a protective area, protected from Strahd, the bone stolen by a young man named Milovoj, who sold them to the local coffin maker to feed his family. If you want to know the nitty-gritty details, check out the last episode over on our YouTube channel. And maybe while you're there, watch the other episodes. Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite part is. But we return today. Our adventurers are standing in this church. I believe 3, which would include Ellie.
Still in the chest cavity. And Emery, because we went out to deal with the gravedigger. Yes. Meanwhile,
Percy, Kellum, the 3 of them were inside with the priest. Kellum, all dressed up, ready to do something stupid. Because his initial plan was to intimidate the gravedigger rather than through traumatic events rather than simply talking to him. So he was plan B. And as the episode came to a close, Kellum felt a pair of hands on his shoulder and heard, "Hey bud, we need to talk," and seemingly vanished. In the church, Percy's kind of freaking out because he has one job. That's protect Kellum. So he rushes over to where Kellum was standing between a couple of pews and sees him lying unconscious on the ground. In a state of, in a bit of a catatonic state. Meanwhile, Emery, Ellie, the two of you are outside.
Well, Ellie's not outside yet. So in very Ellie fashion, you just hear as like she creaks open the chest cavity of 3 and she sticks her head out and goes, sorry, I just, you know, me being old, it's just so difficult sometimes. I need extra naps. What did I miss?
A lot happened.
As you're saying this, she's scaling 3 like a little kid doing like a rock climbing wall, climbing down. And
we should really stop putting you in there. That's probably not good for your bones. I don't know how much like milk you've been drinking lately, but that can't be good for you.
Brushes her little skirt down and goes, nothing wrong with my bones, dear. Just tired.
Yeah. So a lot happened. We have like a new friend. His name's Victor. I think he's really cool. We
Is Victor inside or outside?
I don't think he came with us. He's probably inside with his uncle.
Oh yeah, because the fun fact, the priest is his uncle.
Oh. Yeah, and we have some like skeletal cats, and well, I guess now we need to go to this coffin maker because he has the bones, which I guess that kind of makes sense, but like I guess he's not supposed to. So we should probably tell everyone what's going on and go inside and deal with this coffin guy.
Back up a little, darling. What bones are we talking about?
So this church, obviously Sacred Hollow Ground, has like some bones of this like saint or something in them. I guess it's a saint. They're special bones. They protect the church, making it a safe place, a safe space, if you will. And yeah, those were taken, so like no one's safe.
Oh, well then yes, it sounds very important that we go get those.
Kellum wanted to use the spot that held the bones as like this hiding spot for Ireena, and obviously like he's dumb because like he doesn't know how space works and it's very small. So we kind of ended that idea. So yeah, we should look at these bones.
If we get the bones back, then we could have Ireena stay at the church, right? That would mean that she would be protected.
That's what I was thinking, but then like the priest guy was like, "Oh, she shouldn't stay here," but I think it's because of like the bones and everything. He tried to pass her off to go somewhere else.
It sounds like we have a task at hand to be completed. So yes, I believe we should inform our team of what's to transpire in the future.
Yeah. All right, come on, 3. Come on, Ellie. Let's go back inside.
This is 3 behind us. Just
I'm 3.
The 3 of you go back inside, and you see Percy kneeling over an unconscious Kellum, like, oh no, what do I do? And Victor and Ireena kind of standing there, like, neither of them, the 2 of them also not knowing what's going on.
We go outside to look for this gravedigger. What happened?
I'm gonna just waddle over to him and put my hand on his forehead like a mom would.
He's warm. He's okay. He's not feverish, but he's like a correct body temperature.
Okay.
He's not dead. That's great, I guess. But I thought he said he was already dead. I'm confused about Kellum sometimes.
Percival, darling, answer Emery's question. What happened?
I don't know. He was standing there, and then I looked away, and when I looked back, he was gone, and when I looked down, he was on the floor.
So he collapsed. Perhaps
yes.
He was exhausted?
Maybe. Ellie, why don't you go ahead and make me either medicine or arcana. You'll get a different result depending on.
It's gonna be medicine. She's gonna check medicine.
Honestly, I just think Kellum's trying to be dramatic.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Kellum is technically fine. He doesn't look necessarily. He's not necessarily asleep. He seems to be in some kind of trance.
Okay. So Ellie kind of like fusses over his body for a few minutes. She checks his temperature. She puts her ear to his face to hear how his breathing is. She raps on his chest a couple times. She does some weird things that like only seasoned mothers would know the remedies as. And after a few minutes, she looks at you all and goes, I mean, he seems fine. Just maybe no one's home at the moment.
Tell me something new. Once again, I really think Kellum is being dramatic right now.
Should we take him back to the inn? Maybe put him in a bed?
That would probably be for the best. And she looks down at herself and goes, I will not be able to assist with that.
I can carry him. I'm good.
We love a dedicated king.
Maybe 3 can assist too, because 3's strong.
Yeah. And he's gonna just pick up Kellum.
It's a shame neither Kellum nor Randall are here to appreciate this moment.
That's what I was about to say. Randall's not here to appreciate this, so I cannot wait for Randall to watch the VOD.
I have something terribly juicy for next session when he wakes up.
Incredible.
So ready for this.
Yeah, he's just gonna put Kellum in the bridal style. Yeah, we should maybe go back to the tavern, or something.
Yes, I agree. Let's drop him off. Again, he seems perfectly fine. Maybe he just needs to take a bit of a snoozer.
I guess we still have rooms there, so like.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Is the priest still around?
Yes, the priest is also just terribly confused. This is highly unusual.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't like due to the bones or anything. But we're gonna go take a friend to the tavern and put him to bed. We're gonna go find these bones. Apparently, we found out from your gravedigger guy. They're at the coffin maker's place.
Oh. It would be very meaningful to me if you were able to bring, I don't remember the voice I gave this guy. You were able to bring the bones back here. I would be happy to reward you.
Ellie goes over to him and she reaches up and takes his hand and she pats the top of his hand with hers, and then she puts a piece of candy in his hand and goes, "Don't worry, dear, we'll help you out."
Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you. Thank you. And he's gonna pat your hand back, like, yes, a good kindred soul.
And she looks at the group and goes, "Come on, dears, let's go drop off our friend."
Are we sure we don't want to put him in a casket? That could be kind of funny.
Well, that would be incredibly entertaining. I do not feel that we need to give Kellum that much of a heart attack.
Before you all go, let me just do something here for your friend. And he's gonna cast Sanctuary on Kellum.
Oh.
That's really nice.
Yes, I need to make sure his stats had like a helpful spell in there, because I want to throw in something nice. Cool. Yeah, so you guys leave the church, and your ever-growing party heads back to the Blue Water Inn, and as you all enter, Percy immediately just goes back up to the room you guys were in before to like take care of Kellum. But the rest of you, and Ireena's gonna go with him. We're gonna get 2 NPCs out of here. Ireena's gonna go with him to make sure everything's okay. But as you guys walk in, you see a new figure here. One that you definitely have is definitely unusual to Barovia. Vic, would you like to describe your character for us?
I would, but I'm so nervous. I know.
Really?
I know. It's stupid, right?
No, I'm here before.
I know. And I also stream all the time. I don't know why I'm like this. Yeah, so Hawk is one of those bird people. They have a very large figure. They're a ginormous bird. I would say that they most likely would be sitting at a table by themselves, maybe nursing a drink. By nursing, in that they ordered it because they felt obligated to order a drink, but they're not actually drinking it. And he is, or I keep saying he, I guess because it's so masculine, but they are dark toned feathers. Their feathers on top of their head are actually black and make almost like a mohawk situation. They're very punk rock.
I love it.
Hawk, you have traveled from all the way from you've traveled in from the gate on the opposite side that our adventurers have entered in. I don't remember what the gate is called. I think it's called the Sunset Gate. You have entered from the other side of town, from the Sunset Gate, came in, through Kretsk, and just walked right into Vallaki. And you have not been in this tavern terribly long at this point, as you weren't here when the adventurers left this morning, but you definitely see a group of people walk in who definitely don't look like they are from here. Most of the people that you've encountered so far have kind of all matched the aesthetic of this place. But now a strange group of newcomers has entered this tavern, as strange as yourself.
I would probably start by just observing what they do. Having been in the lands for this short time, I already know that outsiders aren't necessarily welcomed in, but to see so many of them together, they must have found some sort of kinship. And while I don't have anyone like that, I am intrigued by their presence.
Yeah, y'all see a big old bird.
Yeah, Ellie looks over at the big old bird at the table. Do we make eye contact? Are you looking at us as well?
Absolutely.
Emery's just there. Emery's mouth is open.
And like
Just-
what kind? Like in an excited way, or like
just like shock, but like excited shock. Because like, as someone who is wearing like very emo, like she's got red raccoon streaks like in her hair, like piercings, and like this very emo-y like rock look. Seeing someone that almost has an aesthetic very similar to her is like, oh my god! Like,
Victor's gonna be like, do you know them?
oh no,
Never
like
seen anyone like that before?
Me neither. I mean, like, I might have seen them outside, like, before I got to Barovia. But, like, they, like, they look really, like, hardcore. I think we should, like, say hi.
Is hardcore good?
Hardcore is very good.
You like hardcore?
I like hardcore.
Okay.
Not this yes man boyfriend. What is this?
I will say that if you look over to Hawk and like make eye contact,
Yeah.
Hawk will just nod at you, but not break eye contact. Hawk's not gonna look away.
Ellie full on like nodded and waved at you. Did like a little, you know.
Hawk will kind of nod in your direction. Hawk will not break eye contact though. It's very intense.
Okay.
Mouth open still, Emery starts walking forward.
Victor just is gonna follow you like a little puppy.
Good.
At least you see you're walking over and she's like, okay.
It's a me thing. It's a me thing. So yeah, as we get close, Emery's gonna go, hi. Emery Hawthorne, local entertainer in Barovia, not like from Barovia. You look super rad and you don't fit like the vibe of everybody else. Kind of maybe like us. And she's gonna like point to everyone behind us. What brings you to this tavern?
You see Hawk, by the way, a halfling, a tiefling, a guy who definitely looks like he belongs here, Sweeney Todd ass aesthetic, and I imagine you can't quite see that they're a robot yet.
There's glowing eyes.
There's a hood. There's glowing. There's a little bit of purple glow.
Okay. Hawk will look to Emery because Emery's doing all the talking. Greetings, Hawk. Hero. You look like a lot. This is a lot. I mean, you are a lot. Like, oh.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hi, welcome. This is my entourage. With like Victor, and then the little old lady is Ellie. The weird glowing thing behind you, actually it's a killer robot. His name is 3. Our friends went
Is that something that you should be saying out loud? That seems
Caleb,
like something
Caleb
I wouldn't advertise.
Caleb says it all the time, so at this point, you know what, whatever.
Which one's Caleb?
The half, I guess the one that they were taking upstairs looks slumped over a little bit. He's okay though, I promise.
Was that one killed by the killer?
No, dear. The one being carried to bed just needs to rest for a little while.
Wait, I'm sorry, killer?
You just said that one was a killer, a murderer?
No, not by the robot. No. He's like, the robot's with us. Like, we're friends.
Okay.
Enough. Yeah, no.
So are you like a band of murderers, or is it like a club?
Not murderers. We're more like a club. Maybe even like a band. Well, not really. No one plays musical instruments.
We are adventurers, dear. We are on a quest at the moment to help some of the locals.
I'm a little confused.
There's no murdering happening. I'm not certain why she said that, but you can disregard.
Okay. Because murdering doesn't feel like the thing helpers would do. And also, should you be adventuring in your condition?
She crosses her arms and she straightens a little bit and goes, "And what condition is that, dearie?" I will have you know I've raised 13 children and helped raise over 50 grandchildren. I am quite youthful, thank you very much.
I just mean that someone with your wisdom and knowledge should certainly be holding a position of power and not a foot soldier. That's all I meant.
I am not a foot soldier. I am just an old lady trying to help people.
But foot soldier, not literally, but more so in the idea that you are traveling on the front lines.
Yes, I suppose you could word it that way. You are a strange bird. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I'm here.
Would it be easier if I spoke to you in bird form?
What do you mean?
She like snaps her fingers, because I imagine that's how she does her wild shape, and she just turns into a raven, like a regular raven, but nonetheless she just.
So you're not even like a bird person. You're just a bird.
Yeah, you just see this little, where there was once a halfling, there is now a bird, and one of the skeletal cats kind of goes up behind you and is like,
she kind of like hops away and like, flies up onto 3's shoulder.
I was plenty comfortable with your original form, but it seems as though your cat is more interested in this form. Is this your cat?
No, it's like Victor's cat, but like I kind of adopted one.
Victor scoops up the one on the ground and puts it on his shoulder, and the cat just sits there.
It's just a skeleton, right?
Yeah, it's a skeletal cat. So it's like it's the Jellicle choice.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you bring up last night's conversation? How dare you bring up last night's conversation?
Your cat looks sick.
Well, they're dead, but like reanimated.
Yes, I reanimated some cats just to see if I could.
Is that ethical?
What?
That doesn't seem ethical.
What does ethical mean?
Oh, I love him already.
That is such a large question. Ethics are the rules and standards that we maintain to be, quote, good. Some people use their religion as their base for ethics. Some people use the law of the land as a base for ethics. But it's basically your moral compass and how you decide to live.
Oh.
So.
And I think it's ethical to... I mean, I'm back behind the Voxler house. There's just there were little cat graves, and so I thought it would be fun to bring them back. My mother didn't like it. She was not a fan.
Victor, it's okay. You don't have to.
Was your mother present in your life as a child?
Oh my God, bird person.
Yes. Yes.
Bird person.
She's a little. I'm just thinking of bird person from Rick and Morty.
I think I accidentally made the character kind of like him, though. And now I'm just realizing it.
You don't even know my name. You just call me bird person. That's like if I called you human face. Yeah, he's like, I mean, yeah, my mother, I mean, she, yeah.
Emery's just gonna grab Victor and just like slowly like start turning him away. Like,
okay.
you don't have to talk to this.
Ellie,
you don't have to explain
Ellie
yourself
lands
to this
on the
bird
floor.
person.
Ellie lands on the floor and she turns back into her halfling form. And she goes, I believe that perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. There seems to be quite a bit of misunderstanding between us. She puts her hand out to you and goes, my name is Ellie.
I am Hawk.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Hawk. Would you like a candy? And she like reaches into her pocket and like holds out a candy to you.
Hawk will accept the candy, just kind of put out an open wing. I don't have fingers, do I?
There's kind of there's two schools of thought on Aarakocra. Some Aarakocra are depicted as having 4 appendages where the wings and the arms are separate. Other Aarakocra are depicted as having somewhat like you know how bats have little hands at the end of their wings? It's kind of like that, but with feathers instead of skin. It's up to you. It's whatever you want.
I know that from a tactical advantage, it would be better if I had hands and wings, but I'm more of an aesthetics person, so I'm going to choose to just have wings and say, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, you have like little, and like at the ends of your wings, like, because birds do often have like phalange-like appendages at the ends of their wings. It depends on the bird. Some birds have a little thumb that they use for climbing, and the bones that structure a wing are analogous often to like the bones of like our hands.
Okay, there, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
I was gonna say, this is very like I'm learning a lot about bird anatomy.
It was a very Brennan Lee Mulligan moment. That was like, holy cow.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Lee Pena. We have the same amount of syllables
There you
and
go.
the same middle name. What's up, Brennan? Call me.
Yeah.
You have beef with Matt Mercer, but you're like, yo, Brentley Mulligan, let's fucking go.
Listen, I have beef with Matt Mercer, but Brennan is my ride or die.
Valid.
Cool. So Emery has shooed Victor away a little bit. Just be like, sit down with the cats real quick. I'll handle this. You don't have to explain yourself to like anyone. If making skeletal cats, like rising them from the dead again, makes you happy, life is too short. Especially if you live here.
Look at
They're
this
cute.
one.
I
He's
love
so
them.
cute.
I love them.
This one is named
Uh-huh.
Whiskers.
Jerry.
It doesn't have skin. You're gonna name it Whiskers?
Of
Exactly.
At one point it did.
This one's Jerry. The one that you've adopted, that one's Evanescence.
My immortal.
I thought about taking Halation instead of Jerry, but Jerry was just, look at him. How can you leave Jerry behind?
Jerry's really sweet. And I love Evanescence.
And like Jerry just like horrible bone against skin just rubs up against his face.
here for this, honestly.
Evanescence is like making figure eights through your legs, Emery.
I'm gonna pick up the little skeletal cat and put it back in my arms, very Dr. Evil style, and then turn back to Hawk. So now that that's out of the way, what brings you to the great, dark, spooky scariness of Barovia, aka the town of Vallaki, bird person?
Much like you, I also am an adventurer, but I am a hero. I seek to help those who are in need. And from my understanding, there is great need here. So I've come to save everybody.
Did you get a letter too?
Yes. You got.
Yes.
You also got a letter.
An ominous letter. To meet other adventurers.
Yeah, you had been given a letter advertising that there was adventuring work to be had, and that you would meet up with someone in Vallaki.
There was no pause. To be clear, Hawk immediately after you asked the question said, "Yes, I did."
Oh my god!
So did we.
I know we were like looking for like our third for a while, and like Kellum kept thinking, and we were talking about like, okay, 3 didn't understand it and kept like when I gave a terrible metaphor about like unicorns and like a special person. It was a very big misunderstanding. Maybe it wasn't really a third, but it was a 4th. But then that makes 5 of us. But there was like 3 of us in the
you were
beginning.
looking for your third, do you mean like party member or do you mean like
Party member. Well, I guess
okay.
You were looking for your 4th.
Math is very hard. It's been so long since like we first all met each other. A lot has happened. I've almost died multiple times.
It's been like a week.
Okay, I've almost died multiple times within that week. Okay, cut my stupid little bimbo brain. Cut me some slack.
Why do you keep almost dying?
So, there was a house that tried to eat us. We're turning it into a bed and breakfast escape room just for funsies. But we managed to get out of it. And On our way out, the house came alive and tried to kill us.
It was quite frightening.
Okay.
And then some hags almost took me out. When we checked up on their meat pie, green pie operation. And they were eating children, and so we had to kill them.
And you almost died. Okay.
Well, it's kind of like
All
a Fight Club thing. Ellie had to like fight this one hag one-on-one, but because she like couldn't defeat Ellie in time, she turned around towards me, and I was already roughed up. That's why I'm trying to get stronger so I can kill a lot more people.
Hold on. So Ellie almost killed you.
No, dear. I had to one-on-one fight one of those hag creatures because of a magic card that I drew from a fortune teller that said if I could do it, I would get stronger, and I did. I'm very proud of myself.
This is... My previous observation about a lot was entirely correct.
Dare I ask what those observations were?
Oh, I was talking to your friend here, and I said that you guys seemed like a lot, and it seems as though I was correct.
Oh, yes.
You've been here a week, and all of this has happened in a week.
Oh, just wait till you meet Kellum.
Oh, yeah. He does this really creepy thing where, like, he gets all kind of, like, very, I don't know, like, dead looking, and, like, black stuff comes out of his eyes. It's a little creepy, very metal. But, yeah, if you hang out with us more, I mean, like, why wouldn't you? We're fantastic.
How do you all know each other?
Oh, we don't.
Well, we do now, dear. Don't confuse the poor person. We all received letters just as you did, and we were all more or less drawn to this place. Some of us against our will, some of us following a gut feeling. And we all were sort of pulled together by the strings of fate, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
Just
Fate?
as one could argue that we have with you as well.
You think we are fated to have met?
Well, I do believe that it is not a total coincidence that we have all received the same type of letter and find ourselves in the same place.
Okay. So, just so that I'm clearly understanding, are you inviting me to join your murder club?
Yes.
Well, we do, however... We do not murder unless absolutely necessary if we're defending ourselves or helpless creatures. However, it does seem that you are... Well, the word just left my whole entire being.
Capable.
Strong.
Your goals do align with ours. We want to help people as well. We're actually on our way to go speak with the local coffin maker, as he has an item that we are trying to retrieve to bring back to the church so that they may restore their defenses.
I think, not often, but I do this time, think that I could observe you all and see if maybe I could be of assistance. If you need help, I could help.
You are more than welcome to tag along, dear. The more the merrier, clearly. This group keeps getting bigger by the moment.
Exactly. And we're going to be, like, down a person anyways, because, like, Kellum's asleep for some odd reason.
That is true. He seemed to have passed out very unexpectedly for no ascertainable reason.
He was literally fine before, like, me and three, and, well, you, Ellie, went into the graveyard. So, I don't know.
That is a worry for another time, I believe. He is fine. The priest
I feel
has
unsafe in your
sanctuary.
presence.
What?
I feel unsafe in your presence.
That's not an entirely invalid reason. I personally think that I have a very good moral compass, but
I don't mean
well,
just you in particular, ma'am. I mean, The more I learn about this group of individuals, the less safe I feel in your presence.
And that's it. Victorion's out. Run to here.
At this point, Percy is going to come downstairs, and he's gonna go up to Emery and Ellie, and he's gonna give a strange look to Hawk. Hello, and he's gonna turn back to you two. So Kellum, he's in some sort of trance. I'm not 100% sure what's really going on with him. I think he's okay. I think it might, from what I can gather, I have these vague memories of a librarian, and he's talked about a librarian. It might be something to do with his patron. I don't know.
Kellum's in trouble for giving out a business card. Should have never given it away. Ooh, he's in trouble.
Oh.
I can't say I fully understand this whole patron business, but Percy, you believe he will be okay and safe here for now?
Yes. I think perhaps 3. Why don't you stay here with Ireena and Kellum, keep an eye on everything, and I'll go with these two and do my best to keep Emery out of trouble.
It's a splendid idea. Yes, thank you. 2 people trying to keep Emery out of trouble is much easier than 1, and Kellum is never much help with that.
And to be honest, I don't think, and he's going to gesture at Victor, I don't think that one's going to really keep her out of trouble.
Oh, you are quite right about that one.
So, I'm sorry, you're coming along as the cat's babysitter?
More like the tiefling's babysitter.
Sorry, tiefling, not cat. I was thinking of your other character from Odyssey.
Okay, so
my bad. The tiefling.
So, but here's the thing. Emery was already called like a cat by Victor, so it
Oh, good
she's
for
got
me.
a tail like one. So you're close. It's fine. Actually, that makes a lot of sense, honestly.
You're coming as the tiefling's babysitter?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you normally need a babysitter? Are they a child?
Oh my god. Just because I like to have fun doesn't mean I need a babysitter.
Emery is well-intentioned, but a little chaotic.
That's a great way to describe our beautiful friend here.
Yeah, well-intentioned, a little chaotic. I'm Percy.
I'm Hawk.
Good to meet you.
And is that your role, the babysitter, or are you also an adventurer?
He's Kellum's babysitter.
Babysitter is pretty much kind of my job. Normally it's for the other one, but I figure might be good to keep an eye on this one too.
Okay, sure. And the one upstairs is a child as well?
No, he's also an adult.
And he's not dead?
No, he's not dead.
Okay. Just
currently.
To be very clear, we're all adults, and none of us are dead. Yet.
Except for the cats.
The cats are dead, but they're kind of not dead. But they're look at him. Look at Jerry.
No, yes, Jerry. Great. There's a lot. That's all. It's okay. I feel like I have a good grasp on what's happening, and I would very much like to observe you all work.
At least one of us has a good grasp on what's happening, dear.
Okay.
Well, if you're ready, I what time of day is it actually?
It's about noon.
Well, if you've been rested up and you're drink is finished. Why don't we just
The
go
glass
now?
is full.
Why aren't you drinking that?
I have a beak, and drinking in places can be a little embarrassing, especially when you are not one of the more common races.
Do you need a straw?
And
Do I need to get a straw for you?
I did not request a straw, and I did not bring a straw, and I am not that interested in the beer anyways because it is room temperature now. But I felt it was rude to take a table and not at least give some sort of patronage.
Honestly, I'm really a fan of the alcohol here. Anyways,
Ellie,
so you're
I'm sure
really...
what you're saying is lovely.
I'm not a fan of the alcohol here anyways, so like I think you're doing yourself a favor. So yeah, next time we'll make sure that we get you a straw. I'm pretty sure I can like make something like that.
I don't foresee myself ordering another drink, because if I'm with you, there will be patronage. I won't have to do it because I won't be by myself. So, and you seem like the type to drink.
Actually, I don't. Like water is like all I drink. Very straight
Really?
edge. Yeah, I'm straight edge. Like no drugs, no alcohol, nothing like that. It really inhibits a lot of like performers, and I'm not going to be that kind of performer.
Understandable. That's a very noble pursuit. I admire that.
So, are you part of the party now? Is that what's happening? I need to get caught up here.
It's a party, a club is what I was understanding it was. Interim, perhaps. I'm going to kind of audit what's happening and watch, and we'll see.
You know what? That's fair. For your knowledge, I appeared after the half elf upstairs pulled a card that I guess made me materialize here. So
you're a child?
No, I
Because
am
you were
very
just
much
born.
no. I'm in the process of trying to remember and piece together my past. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm a full adult. I promise.
Understood.
Everyone here is adults.
There's a lot of babysitting that must be done for a group of adults.
Yeah, there is.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. It's okay, and I feel fortunate to be invited along to observe.
You seem like you are just the level-headed type that we might need to balance this party out a bit.
All things must be done with logic and thought.
Yes, it would be nice to have somebody along for the ride who is perhaps a bit more on the straight and narrow path.
Straight is not a word I would use to describe myself, nor narrow, but thank you.
Emery's just gonna like look at Hawk and go.
You just hear three go, are you a homosexual like Kellum?
Yes!
Yes.
You would! Meanwhile, as Emery's in the back going,
I am not a homosexual. I am a bird. I think the word would be pansexual, in that I mate with any gender. I currently don't mate at all, but I meant more so that I can't walk in a straight line and I have very broad shoulders. So I am neither straight nor narrow.
Makes sense.
But I feel welcome with my sexuality. Thank you.
So are you gonna head to the coffin maker? Victor goes, I know how to get there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go. Yeah.
Hey, dear.
Let's go. Three, Ireena and Kellum are going to stay behind. We're gonna leave Ireena behind for a bit. She doesn't need to come with us.
She's got 3 protecting her. She'll be fine.
Yeah, she's got 3. Kellum is fine. You don't need to worry about him. And you guys head out back into the streets of Vallaki. Let me pull some... As you guys are walking, ooh, yeah, give me that. That looks like fun. You know what, Vic, as our new person, I'd like you to roll me a D100.
I would love to. I'm rolling cheese dice today.
Ooh.
And the cheese say 49.
The cheese say 49.
The way I was hoping for 69, so bad.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Let's see. As you guys are walking, you see a group of children playing with a ball in the street as you walk by, and it's a slightly strange looking ball. It almost seems like there's a little bit of crackle to it. As these children are just kicking this ball around.
No, is it Hawk the only one that can see this, or?
No, you all see it as you're just walking down the street. It's just a group of children playing with a weird ball.
I need to look a little closer. I'm a little concerned about this. The last children we met with were dead. And I don't trust any of the children in this town right now, to be honest.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get a little bit closer to like.
You walk closer to the children, and they're just some regular kids playing with a weird ball.
Hey,
the ball is kind of crackly.
Throw it to me.
One of the children kicks the ball towards you. Do you kick it back?
I want to look at it first before I kick it back.
You see as it
it like comes to me, and Emery looks down to like
it kind of stops at your feet. It looks, give me a Arcana check. Anyone who is looking more closely at this ball. Anyone who'd like to.
What the fuck number is that? That's a 10.
I'm not making this up. I got a dirty 20 again.
A dirty 20?
Mine's a 10.
And a 10. With a 10,
confused.
That's a cool ball, man. That's a neat ball. With a dirty 20, you probably shouldn't let Emery kick this.
Why?
It looks, the crackle is lightning-esque. And while the children seem to be fine kicking it around, something nags at the back of your brain that perhaps an adult shouldn't kick this.
Oh.
Emery's gonna slowly go to like reach down to grab it.
Ellie dear, perhaps you should leave the ball for the children to play with. I don't think that we should be getting involved.
But like, why? It looked really cool.
I have a feeling that this might hurt you, dear.
It's a ball. How would a ball hurt me?
You're an adult and you can do what you want. Just know that I warned you.
Emery, what are you gonna do?
Emery's gonna kick it back to kids.
Ellie takes before Emery kicks it. Ellie does take a solid 2 or 3 steps back to put a little bit of distance.
As you kick the ball, it explodes in a burst of lightning. And you take 4 points of damage. Just from the smoke and the bright light of the crackle as this ball kind of does a and lands back down in front of the children, and they continue their game.
Emery's gonna shake her foot off a little bit and it's like, that was really weird. I once again have high concerns about the parents in this entire area, town, place of existence. That wasn't that bad. And she's gonna keep.
What a fascinating artifact.
Something about that ball gave me the vibe that it's fine for children to play with, but adults, it's a different story.
That's really freaking weird.
I don't disagree.
Oh, and Victor's gonna kind of poke his head into the conversation. Oh, I remember that from when I remember those things from when I was a kid. You kick them around, and if somebody with a soul kicks it, it bursts into lightning.
Excuse me?
What?
Victor, I'm gonna need you to go kick that ball.
I'm gonna kick it? It's gonna burst into lightning.
But you remember it from your childhood. How do you know that they don't have souls?
Victor, dear, are you
because they're kicking it and they're fine.
Souls?
Okay.
Yeah. Not everyone in Barovia has souls.
Okay, Emery's gonna get in his face, like almost forehead to forehead.
He blushes.
Forehead to forehead. Victor.
Oh, is this the moment?
Not yet. Does he say that out loud?
You see he realizes that he said it out loud and his eyes go wide and he's like, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
We'll get back to that later. Anyways, look me right in the eyes as best as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people not have souls here?
Because, so in Barovia, there's kind of this, no one can leave, right? So when someone dies, the soul has nowhere to go, and so it returns to the cycle. So when there's too many people, but no new souls, not everyone gets a soul.
I'm sorry, what is the cycle?
It's the reincarnation cycle. So, souls are basically recycled.
But people are still, birds and the bees type thing. They're still getting it on, and thus people are being born. But because no souls can come in, and they're not being recycled, these people don't have souls. There's too many people and not enough souls. The souls are getting recycled, but only within Barovia. So no new souls come in, and no old souls leave.
How does one exist without a soul?
Obviously, they're doing it right now.
I imagine it's. If you want to ask somebody, I know a guy, Ezek, though he's not exactly pleasant, but he doesn't have a soul, and he seems like he's doing okay.
All right, we're gonna talk to him afterwards, and now you can't die.
Yeah.
What?
I mean
in the sense that we can't have you without a soul.
Oh, if I die and say someone were to cast something like Revivify on me, I would return with my same soul. It wouldn't immediately go back into the cycle. It would take takes.
Okay.
There's a buffer.
You'll have to understand, Victor, dear. This is all very new to us. We are from outside of Barovia, and these rules do not apply to wherever it is that we have all come from. So, thank you for being forthcoming with that information. That is unsettling.
Yeah, it's just the cycle.
So let's say we were to, I don't know, die here.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that our soul would be stuck in this cycle forever, and we would not be able to leave Barovia ever?
I mean, nobody leaves Barovia. That's why I'm trying to make this teleportation. That's why I was trying to make the teleportation circle, so I could get out, but also so other people could get out.
DM.
Yes.
Do we as characters know why no one can leave? Have we learned that yet? I don't remember.
You've been told that it's because of Strahd. I think it's been mentioned, but it hasn't actually been deep dived yet.
Okay.
Like, you guys don't know the ins and outs of how Strahd is keeping people here, why Strahd is keeping people here, why is Barovia this closed off place surrounded by this creeping fog. So, not everybody has a soul here.
Odd. That is odd.
Hawk is watching the soulless children play more intensely.
These children are they appear to be cyclical in their motions. The ball goes in the same pattern every time. They make the same movements every time. It's not necessarily that they're having fun. This is what they're kind of supposed to do.
Almost,
I hate that.
Almost like shadows or echoes of...
Yeah.
Okay.
Echoes of what children should
do.
Yeah.
Cool. That's like not creepy at all or anything like that, but like great.
Oh,
Thanks, I hate it. Very creepy. And so I know Victor probably like took the forehead off, or he's still staring at Emery as he's saying everything.
He's not moved at all as he's talking, because he's like he's a little like some people don't. I have a soul though.
Okay. So. That's okay, perfect. And Emery's gonna kind of be like, great. I now must protect you with my life. Anyways, let's go see the gravedigger, coffin maker person for these bones, right? Let's like forget any of that just happened.
I agree to continue walking as well, but I do want to continue to talk to Victor and ask him some questions while we're walking.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. As you guys keep going, what other questions were you hoping to ask Victor?
So Victor, we have already been slightly informed that this vampire Strahd... do we know he's a vampire? We know he's a vampire.
Yes, you know he's a vampire.
This vampire Strahd it's been alluded to the fact that he is the cause of why no one can leave. Is that true?
Yes, it is the curse he has placed upon this land.
Is there a story behind that perhaps you would be able to educate us on?
He does not do a little ditty.
That's Emery's job.
He placed a curse on... It's said that he placed a curse on this land because of some forgotten sin of our ancestors. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it's what people say. Trying to think about like what he would know. I mean, before Strahd, before his curse happened, it was the Morning Lord who watched over us. And now it's just the Night Mother, according to some people, if you're into religion and all that. But some people think that she sent Strahd to punish us. Her presence is strongly felt, but prayers go unanswered. I mean, again, if you're into the religion thing. But
I feel like the Night Mother might ring a bell with Emery. Can I roll like some history on who that might be? Because I think I know who it might be, and it would be. I can explain if Emery potentially knows a little bit, either through, I guess, religion or history.
I am gonna say off the give me a history check.
Okay. That's gonna be 15.
With a 15, you are unfamiliar with the Night Mother.
Cool. Hearing Night Mother, yeah.
You remember back at the windmill, behind it were these 4 megalith stones, and she may have been depicted there as a counter to the Morning Lord. But
did she happen
she
to have...
doesn't. You don't know of her beyond Barovia.
Okay, because Night Mother, because Emery obviously is from Faerun in general, and there is someone known as the Raven Queen that Emery's like, oh my god, Raven's dark and like spooky and cool and shit, death. That it almost seems like it does match up a little bit.
With 15. You do. I will say the 15. You know that the Raven Queen does not go by the Night Mother.
Cool. So they're not the same. Oh well. I could at least been like.
I remember reading some book in my father's library. He doesn't keep that book anymore, but something about Strahd, and because my father has this whole thing about the Vallakoviches are better than the Zaroviches, which, I mean, we're not vampires, so I guess so. Then again, who's to say if a human is truly better than a vampire? It's kind of more nuanced than that. But I remember reading something that he was a count, a prince, and there were these he waged these wars against his family's enemies, and something with his brother. It's been a long time since I've read it. I don't remember anymore. Something about his brother and a lover who died, and I don't remember.
Wow.
It's been a long time since I've read it.
That's okay. But, I mean, you gave actually a lot of information to us with like even just that in general. I mean, that makes sense. Like, your family's like tied to all of this, I guess.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, you guys aren't the first adventurers to come through here.
I suppose that's not all that surprising.
You guys have also heard that statement before. And have kind of gotten a sense of like, there have been other adventurers who have come through this land before you, who have been unsuccessful.
So are their souls now in the cycle? Those adventurers who came here and died here?
I imagine so. There's some child running around with an adventurer's soul, I'm sure.
Oh my god, I hope I don't die actually for real this time.
Are you still in his face?
No, I'm like slowly. I've moved. We're walking now. Like she's moved.
Oh yeah. We're walking along.
Emery's like, oh my god, I don't want to potentially die.
He looks over at you and he's like, I hope you don't die too. I hope you guys are successful.
I, for one, have no intention of dying here. My soul will be meeting my husband, Carl, in the afterlife. I will not be reincarnated as a child of this cursed place.
Would you feel comfortable being reincarnated as something other than a child?
No, dear. I want my soul to meet my husband's. I don't want to be reincarnated. I want to be with him.
Ellie wants that death. Like, true death.
I have lived the life of a happy old woman, and I do not need another one. I'm content.
And as you guys continue to walk, you arrive at the coffin maker's shop. This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment.
This place looks a little scary and kind of sort of uninviting.
Aren't you here for bones? Did you expect it to be inviting and nice?
Well, when people die normally and there's like coffin makers and everything like that, like it's not like this. And she like gestures.
As you guys are talking, Ellie is toddling toward the door and she just knocks on it.
As you knock, you hear, "We're closed! Go away!"
She clears her throat and goes, "I request to be let in, please."
"We're closed."
She might die out here, and then we're gonna like obviously need like a coffin. So like, we're gonna need you to open up.
She takes her cane and points it at you, Emery, and goes, "I'm not that close to dying yet, dear."
I'm trying to get him to open up the door.
"We're closed. Come back another time."
When are you open?
He doesn't answer.
Do you not want our business?
He doesn't answer.
Does it sound like he's close to the door?
Relatively.
I want to go see if there's a back door.
That's a great question. Which one is the front door? I think that's the front door. So that, I suppose, is a back door. Are you gonna go left or right to try and find this back door?
I'm gonna even to the left, odds to the right. It's odds. I'm going to the right.
To the right.
Right. You go. So the door is
I'm sneaking.
The front door is on the far right side of the building, and you see like a couple windows in the front, which are all shuttered up, closed. And as you go around, you see a couple more windows, and eventually you make it about 3/4 of the way around the building until you find a door.
I'm gonna put my ear up to the door.
Are you going to try and open it?
No, I'm gonna listen first. See if I hear any rustling.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Bodies, things like that. Come on.
Make me a perception check.
That's a 7.
It is quiet. So it is quiet behind that door.
How many stories are on this building? 2. as I'm following Emery around the building, do I see any open windows or like?
Nope. They're all shuttered tight.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many people are in this group around, like searching around this house? Is it just the four of us?
So
Who
Percy
made the
is
trip out here?
Percy and Victor are gonna stay by the front door.
Emery went to the back
and then
door.
there's the three of you. These two seem headed towards the back door. What are you doing?
I would follow them and just what are you doing?
Well, if he's not answering the front door, then we gotta go look at the back door.
You think he will answer the back door?
I don't think he's gonna answer it, but I want to sneak in.
Why would you sneak in?
Because how can a coffin maker be closed when people could die at any point? I mean, I get the whole soul recycling BS, but
I think it's
weird.
normal to have a work-life balance and to have closed hours.
As a performer, I don't know what that is, so
We could knock on his back door.
get me out of here. Throw the whole person out. Throw me out. Just throw the whole person out. I deserve to be in the trash. I deserve to be in the trash. I'm sorry. Who knows where my brain is right now? I don't know. Hawk, you can knock on the back door if you'd like.
Certainly, I can do that for you if you're nervous. And
Yeah,
Hawk will walk to the back door with every intention of knocking. You're listening to the door, right?
No, I've slowly kind of like backed up to like, does a little flourish, like, go ahead.
Yeah, Hawk will knock on the back door for you. If you're nervous about having these kinds of social interactions, I'm happy to help.
I'm not nervous of knocking on the door. I just want someone else to do it.
Sure. You don't need to give me any reason as to why you want me to do it. I can certainly knock on the back door. Yeah, and Hawk will very like normal walk up whatever little stoop there is and just knock, knock, knock.
You hear a voice. This time it sounds a little bit farther away than it did for the first one. You get kind of the sense he's in a different room, and he says, you hear the voice go, "I told you to go away."
Can I roll an insight to see like what is the vibe of the tone of his voice?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Whoever would like to.
Yeah, sure, I'll get in on that.
I
haven't touched enough dice today.
24. Okay.
Right.
My little halfling has a +6 to insight, so.
And a 5.
I rolled a 5.
With a 5, this guy just doesn't. He's not interested. He's a bad businessman because he's not letting you in.
That's probably why it looks so shitty.
Yeah. Ellie, this man is terrified. He is scared.
Of us?
She goes up to the door and she says a little bit quieter, like still speaking so that he could hear her, but she goes, "Are you all right in there, sir?"
Yes, I'm fine. Go away.
If you need assistance, just say that you don't want us here.
The mental gymnastics.
You see, you hear kind of silence for a moment. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion's not as good, but we're gonna... Dude, I swear to God, this dice might be loaded. That's a dirty 20 again.
Shut up.
Let's go.
Ellie has been gone.
With
Ellie's
a dirty
been gone.
20, you hear a door inside open and close, and then you hear kind of footsteps like, "I certainly do not require assistance. I'm fine. Leave me alone. Go away."
He opens
You
the door
sound
where we
very
are.
frightened, sir. We can help you. We are very skilled adventurers. If you are in distress, we could assist.
and you see like the door peeks open. It's got one of those chains, so it like doesn't open all the way. And he says, "Why are you here?" You see like a man's voice. You see a man, an old, sad-looking man with a fluffy white beard, and like sad, depressing Santa. And he kind of looks out the door and he says, "Why are you here?"
Blink twice if you need help.
Why are you here?
We need a coffin.
My dear husband, he just recently passed away, and she like very lightly like pretends to pat her eyes. And I would find it very important for religious purposes, you see. It's very important that we get him into a casket as soon as possible, or his soul will be damned forever. And well, you see, we must come in.
It's true. The soul cannot rest until it is laid in a coffin.
Go back around to the front door. And he's gonna close the door.
Ellie smiles and looks at you and goes, "Sometimes I can be a very good actor."
I'll give that to you, Ellie.
And as you all head back around to the front, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take our little 10-minute break that we like to do in the midst of our sessions. We will be back at 44 after the hour, wherever you are.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a good time, and we are happy to have you here. Before we go to break, actually, I'm quickly going to say thank you, Rick Astley, for the follow. Whiskey Streams, Tales of Initiative. Thank you guys so much for those raids, and thank you for the follow. Come on in. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and take that break now.
So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back. Bye. I hit the wrong one. I hit table and I was like, no table.
Welcome back.
You saw nothing.
We are here with our three of our wonderful adventurers, and they have just gone around to the front door of the coffin store after convincing the coffin maker to let them in. Yes, he looks rather like Santa. I can fold up.
Let me in.
There he is.
It does not look like Santa at all.
Evelyn said sad Santa. Kind of like a sad Santa.
I said fluffy. I said sad face and white beard, and y'all filled in Santa.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was you, Heather.
Close enough. You know what?
Yeah, so you guys head back around to the front door, and the boys are standing there, and they're like, did you find anything?
There was a sad-looking man, and he's gonna meet us at the front door.
He's going to let us in.
I guess.
Awesome. Great. Good job.
Also, we believe that he might be in some sort of duress.
Sounds about right. And as Percy says that the door opens, revealing the man. He's standing there. He's got his fluffy white beard, and he's like, "Fine, come in." And he holds the door open for all of you.
Evelyn, hello. Ellie toddles inside. There's too many E names.
There's a lot of E names.
Cool.
Y'all going inside?
Yeah. Hawk would hold open the door for everybody and come in last, for sure.
Okay. And as you all come in, he's going to close the door, and say, "What do you actually need a coffin? What do you want?"
Well, we were under the impression that you recently acquired an item that belongs at the church, and we were tasked with bringing it back.
And he kind of sighs and like rubs his forehead.
Emery's
Upstairs.
Emery's in the back, just like, why are we leading with this? No, it's not how we do this.
So wait, but did he just
Upstairs.
like tell us to go upstairs?
Yeah, upstairs, bedroom wardrobe.
What?
Door on the right.
Okay,
Door on the
wait
left.
a minute. Okay, that's great. But also, you're so forthcoming with information. Like, why did you take these bones? Knowing that they are full and well, like, not supposed to be here?
And are you saying that the skeleton is quite literally in your closet upstairs?
Oh my god, is this your skeleton in that closet?
It's in the wardrobe. The vampires forced me to take these.
Whoa! Vampires! I mean,
Listen,
yes, okay, we know there's vampires, but like, where are these vampires now?
I don't want any trouble. I am just trying to not die.
Why do you feel your life is in? Why do you feel that your life is in danger? Exactly.
Several months ago, Strahd showed up here. And I'm only telling you this because clearly you're not from around here. You're one of those adventuring parties that comes through and thinks they can fix this place.
Okay,
Strahd.
just because you know that I have a fixing problem doesn't mean you need to call me out on Maine. But continue.
Strahd visited here in the guise of a nobleman. He promised me good business. Since then, my workshop has become lair to a pack of vampires. Former adventurers like you who have fallen victim to that devil.
So you're telling us that there are vampires here currently?
Sins?
Upstairs.
Where? Oh, with the
Sure,
bones, of
upstairs.
course. Of course. All right, what I'm going to need you to do is start busting open these windows down here.
Oh, wait, you broke up. Say it again.
I need everyone to bust open the windows down here. Light.
Why would we open the windows?
Because vampires don't like light. It's sunlight outside. It's dark in here, I assume.
Yeah. The vampires are upstairs if you...
Okay, but we can lure them down here. And they won't like that very much because they're going to think it's dark. We'll kill them.
Are the windows covered with something? Or like fabric? Or
They are, the shutters are closed tightly. Sure. You're going to just kill the vampires?
We
Like,
could
yeah. Like, it's
we
hard?
could just slip past them. We do not have to kill them per
I
se.
mean, you should kill the vampires. They're... it's not... If you take the bones and you don't kill the vampires, I'm going to die.
Side note. We never went back to that weapon person to go get my fancy sword, right?
Not yet.
Fuck. Well, I've got a backup. We're good.
Ellie goes, actually, I think I have quite a devious idea. If you're willing to cooperate.
What's the idea?
Well, I think we should rouse these vampires from their slumber. Leave all of the windows closed so that they feel a sense of security and safety. And then I cast daylight. And we burn them all.
And you all thought I'm the bad one.
If it helps, the room upstairs is where they're staying is slightly smaller than here. It might be easier to get them all in a closer together, especially if we move their coffins. I
was gonna say, aren't they asleep in coffins? Couldn't we simply seal the coffins and then just move them into a space? Then we don't have to do any luring them up and put them down.
Yeah, that's like hard work, and I don't really like to do that.
Talking is hard work.
Just to be clear, the room that they're currently in, how large would you say it is?
It's sort of an L-shaped room. It is about the upper part is about 20 by 30, and the other part is also 20 by about 30, but in the opposite direction. So, like drop the book. So, like, it's kind of... Come upstairs and see, and he'll show you the staircase and lead you upstairs.
Do we have to be quiet? Or will they wake up?
I think we're probably... I mean, I wouldn't start yelling, but I think talking at normal volume should be fine. And you guys go upstairs, and he takes you into the room to the right. Or you get to the top of the stairs and go... There's two doors. There's a door to the left, there's a door to the right. You go through the door to the left into the vampire nest. This large, drafty room is strung with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several crates marked junk. And you see 6 crates in the northern part of the room, and he points to them and say, they're packed with earth and are the resting place of the 6 vampires that lay here.
So, the spell I can cast creates a 60-foot sphere, which in theory would fill this entire space. Right? Because you said it's roughly like 30 by 30.
Yeah, definitely. I can actually even double check the measurements.
Because I'm saying we open those fucking crates up, everyone just closes their eyes, and I cast daylight, and we burn them to a crisp.
Let me measure distance.
You're bringing the entire power of the sun into the room.
Literally.
Absolutely.
The fully concentrated power of the sun, yes.
Yeah, the full
concentrated power of the sun.
Amazing. Yeah, you absolutely could. I even double checked and measured it. You absolutely could cover this whole room with daylight.
Incredible.
If
we so choose to do that, I'm also open to other suggestions. Heather, you look like you had also an incredible idea.
I had to send a message to Evelyn real quick.
Oh, Heather's cooking.
Heather's cooking.
Maybe Emery is cooking.
Meth?
Yes, absolutely. I've been wearing it since I got it at the windmill.
I don't
Damn
remember what you got.
Bullshit. I hate it here. I hate it here. Fine.
I love knowing that Evelyn just typed up the word no.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Heather. Your devious little plan is not going to work.
This is stupid.
Stupid. That's dumb.
So dumb. Whack.
Yeah.
Time to multi-class again.
Yeah, so the guy says, okay, you're gonna cast daylight on and get this spawn out of here. If the 5 of you got this, I'm gonna step out into the hallway and let you guys take care of this.
I think maybe you could just step out of the house.
Yeah, you should just stand outside.
To be safe.
I'll do that. I'll take that advice.
Let's go for a walk around the block. We'll take care of it.
So there's
Thank
6 crates you said, and they're 1 vampire per crate, basically?
Yes, 1 vampire per crate.
So Ellie kind of looks around and goes, the 4 of you we should figure out a way for you to quickly open each crate. That way, by the time they're all open, I can quickly cast it.
What if we just yell really loud and be like, hey, look, blood. I mean, I'm more than happy to like cut my hand to potentially like wake them up. And then you can just cast it. Victor, I need you to stand out in the hallway, like enough that like you might be able to help, but like not get
okay.
eaten.
Okay. And Victor will stand not outside the room,
Like,
by the door.
By the door.
With the door open and by the door,
Wonderful.
ready for
Run if things go south. Please protect yourself.
Oh God. Do I need this book? I do need this book.
So I can cut myself. Can I,
Are
like,
you going to?
No, dear, that's not necessary. As the coffin maker said, that loud noise should be sufficient.
I feel like blood would be really sufficient. Vampires like blood.
Why don't we just open the coffins?
Because then I'm gonna be like right up with them, and they may actually try to bite me.
There's also the dilemma of there are, 6 coffins?
6 and 5 of us.
Yeah, and then that means that if we open all of the coffins, the ones will start hooting and hollering, and the one will be awoken within the coffin and potentially could
Stay in
seal
there.
himself in and save himself, and then it would just be a power struggle that I think would be unnecessary.
Percy's gonna chime in and say, I don't know. It might seem like if we open one, it might alert all of them.
So we would have to do it synchronized.
Or we just open one and see what happens. Let you cast daylight.
Emery's got her hand on a dagger, ready to like slice her hand.
Percy's gonna take your hand with the dagger and pull it away from your other hand. But we don't need to do that. I don't think that's going to be necessary or helpful.
Personally, I feel like I'm maybe like the most foremost knowledgeable person about vampires because I've read about them in books.
I am of the agreeance that I think we call out. We make a loud noise. We don't need to draw blood necessarily, but on second thought, drawing blood could also help rouse them quickly. Could put them in a bit of a distracted state of mind if they're bloodthirsty and drawn by their hunger. I'm for once actually surprised. I believe I might agree with you, dear.
Okay.
Fastest way to get things done. Like
loud noise.
Loud noise and blood.
You know what? I got
blood.
this. Oh my god.
All right. Which one are you guys doing first?
Simultaneous.
Yeah, I was gonna
Who's
say.
making the
Loud
Maybe
noise?
Emery goes, ah!
I'm doing it all. 'Cause Emery is extra. She's doing the most, as Hawk has pointed out. I would say, Ellie, like, you ready that daylight?
Oh, 100%.
And I'm gonna do the thing. So as soon as you see these coffins open or whatever, like,
Yeah. Ellie stands in the middle of the room so that she can cast the sphere basically like on herself, and it just emanates around her for this whole 60 feet. And she's going to hold off from casting as long as possible until she can see all of the vampires. So there is going to be, if they don't all come out at once, there might be a little bit of a delay.
Okay. Okay. So you're making the noise. You're
I'm doing the thing.
Okay.
I got a plan.
You Ellie.
Uh-huh.
Tell me how. Describe your actions. Do what you're gonna do. Describe
Great.
your action to me.
As Ellie is like readying however she's gonna do like this daylight, and I feel like Percy and Hawk are like kind of posing at the action.
Percy is ready. Victor is preparing a spell.
Perfect. I'm like, and so everybody's gonna turn around and look at everybody like, all right, everyone know what we're doing? Cool, great. Emery's gonna turn back around and slice her hand and go, oh my gosh, this is like so terrible. I just accidentally cut myself. Weird. I am so clumsy with daggers. I'm bleeding everywhere. Ooh, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make a roll. Give me a performance check.
Oh my god, it'd be so terrible if like some hot sexy vampire came to eat me.
Give me a performance roll, Emery Hawthorne.
Please, I swear to God, if anything I won an at 24, that would be so cool. So what's an 18 plus 6? That's a 24, right?
Hell yeah. That'd be 24, baby.
With
24.
an 18.
That's an 18 plus a 6. That's a 24.
With a 24.
I've read too many fan fiction. Oh no.
You know what? I don't have enough places to put things. I have this pizza that I need to eat, and I don't know where to put it at this point. Because I have so many books.
No eating, only D&D. Who needs food?
The plate is sitting on my bed now.
Emery's read enough Twilight that like.
Give me that. Three of the vampires spawn kind of all kind of open their coffins and look at you, Emery, and then look around and see the other people here. And I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Fuck.
We are going to be doing a fun little theater of the mind. So I ask for just a smidge of patience as I get all of this set up, because I have 6 vampires to roll for.
Okay, there's a bad roll.
And Victor and Percy. I didn't think you guys were going to get into a fight because I didn't read ahead enough. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna roll 6 d6s and then I'll roll Percy and what's his face separate. Oh, is that 6? Yeah, that is 6. Okay, so did they add anything? No, I'm just gonna go with what's on the die. Okay, so we got one of those, these, one of these, and then one of these, this, and this, and then I'm gonna say Percy is this purple one, and Victor is this green one. Okay, so there's oh no, I just jostled the thing. It's fine. Okay, so we got
jostled the thing.
So that's Victor, that's Percy. Okay. What did you guys get?
8.
Hawk, you've got an 8.
No, what?
No, Ellie got an 8.
Ellie got an 8.
Sorry. Are you saying that we sound alike?
I know. I was like, okay, I get it. We both have like medium length orange hair and glasses, and it's not like lost on me that we cut our hair around the same time and also the same hair color.
You both
and also,
have clear
it's
glasses.
funny because I actually own the same exact glasses.
Yeah.
But no, Hawk rolled a 17.
Hawk got a 17. Okay. Emery, what'd you get?
A 24.
Again? Damn!
I rolled an 18. My initiative is +4 because of the type of bard I am.
Damn.
Okay, so
I rolled it and I said, you gotta be shitting me.
so I know that Percy has a +1 to initiative. Good. Okay. So we got Emery. And then yeah, we're gonna do Ellie. We're gonna do okay. And they have okay, and then what the fuck is Victor's AC and hit points?
At least 7.
His AC. Oh, he's pretty decent. I mean, he's a 9th level spellcaster.
I'm sorry.
I picked the best boyfriend. Leave me all alone. He's the best boyfriend. Leave his ethics out of this. He's very strong.
How did you convince our DM to let us have a level 9 spellcaster on our
Okay,
party?
so if you look at our Strahd chat, actually he's a part of the cards that we pulled and he would help us. And so Emery was like, oh my god, emo boy.
Yeah.
It really worked out fantastically, honestly.
These three vampires kind of spring up, and Emery, you are the first to act.
Oh no!
You're in this L-shaped room. The vampire spawn are all at this along the northern wall. They're kind of spread out in the north area of this L shape.
Are all so where they are, and then all the coffins. Like, is this in an area up to? So, if I was to move closer, could I get everything in a 10-foot kind of radius around me, or at least most things?
In a 10-foot radius.
Oh wait, no, I can choose a point.
You could get
coffins and
you could get five of them in a 10-foot radius.
Great. I'm not even gonna walk forward because I don't have to. Emery is gonna be like, oh my god, but like, look over there, and she's gonna cast Shatter.
Okay. What do I need to roll for that?
You need to roll a Constitution save.
Okay, so I need to roll 5 Constitution saves. Excellent.
Roll 3d8.
Wait, why 5?
Because there's 5 vampires.
That came out.
Yeah, but
Shatter
will break inorganic material. So, like, their coffins. Big brain. I'm sorry. Emery's real fucking smart.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm really smart because the person piloting her is smart. Let's be so for real right now.
I mean, Emery sometimes has a brain cell.
What's my DC?
12.
12? Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11. 3 of them fail, 2 of them pass.
Okay, so 3 are gonna take 10 thunder damage, and then the 2 that fail take 5.
Wait.
Because they take half if it... Yeah,
you said,
half
you
if
said
it's
they take
successful.
less if they fail. I'm confused.
Yeah, only half. So,
if they fail?
yeah.
If they succeed.
If they succeed, they take half.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
it was just mixed up.
Yeah, I wrapped it around. And then any inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, metal, wood.
Yeah, you see two more vampires kind of sit up as their coffin kind of falls apart around them, and the dirt holding them kind of shakes out into the space. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
So I have cast Shatter. Let me see what I have in terms of bonus actions right now. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay. No. That's gonna be it. I'm still kind of like where I'm at. I didn't move. I just kind of shot things out to like hit.
The room at its longest point is 50 feet. Where are you in those 50 feet?
I would say I'm probably about 10, 15 feet in from the door. Like I moved in enough that like they could be like,
yeah,
smell my blood.
Yeah,
sounds really weird, but like they're vampires.
As your turn comes to an end, vampire number 1, who was one of the ones that like woke up at the blood and the yell, is going to Emery just charge straight at you.
Oh no!
And is going to at the start
Don't
of its
bite
turn.
me.
Is it in sunlight or running water?
Oh,
that's
because
right.
Ellie was holding since Ellie was holding daylight until they came out?
Yeah, I haven't cast it yet.
How are we doing that?
You'll be able to cast it on your turn, I'm gonna say. Yeah. And this first vampire, because all of this is happening kind of simultaneously, because that's how they kind of want rounds to work, even though that technically isn't necessarily functional, but this is all happening within the same 6 seconds. So like, you're casting Shatter, and one of these vampires is running immediately towards you. And Shatter's thunder damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys didn't open any of the windows?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, that first vampire is going to run towards you, and it's going to make a claw attack at you. For a 24? No, 22.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. 25?
Oh, yeah.
Or no.
You take whatever the lowest
23.
one is.
Yeah, so the 22.
That's
and
fine.
It is on this first attack going to do. It is going to do the damage for this first one because it likes the smell of your blood.
I'm used to sacrificing myself. It's happened enough
and
already.
you take 8 slashing damage, and it's going to go again. For a 16 to hit.
Just hits it.
It is going to grapple you. Instead of
Okay,
dealing
like-
damage.
I get it. Like, I smell delicious.
And that's
just
the end of
ask.
its turn. Hawk, you're up.
Okay, so I made a small mistake when I sent you my character sheet in that I forgot to add weapons to it. So I don't have weapons on my character sheet.
What weapon would you like to use?
Well,
Please add them.
I know.
Please add them now.
I have them now, but I didn't have them when I sent them to Evelyn, and I didn't want to like fudge it. You know, I wanted to make sure that Evelyn knew.
Yeah,
Rapiers,
good.
2 of them.
Excellent. Great. Do what you gotta do with those.
You know, I just like being an honest player. I didn't want to like add things after the fact.
I appreciate you. I didn't even notice. I should have noticed.
I was like looking. I was like, oh, cool.
Here. You're not a monk.
I was like looking at my attacks. I'm like, oh yeah, unarmed strike, and that's it. Anyways, I'm gonna be swinging with 2 rapiers.
Bring it on! Come on.
Modifier. Okie dokie.
Emery's
First
like,
one is.
I left my rapier to be silvered.
Is it 12?
A 12 does not hit.
Yeah, shocker. What about a 14?
A 14 does not hit.
Amazing.
Is there anything else you can do on your turn?
Not really. No, I have like an action surge, but I mean, it doesn't feel like now is the time to use it.
All right.
Especially when I had 2 ass rolls back to back. So.
Oh my god, you thought we were bad?
Is
it's performance anxiety. It's really normal in front of new people.
Next in the order is Victor. And he's gonna aim at the one that's holding Emery and cast Firebolt.
Save me.
Yeah, he's got a.
I'll give you a smooch later. You save me, I give you a smooch later.
Really? Give me it.
I swear to God, if this gives him fucking performance anxiety, I'm gonna scream.
Okay, let's see. Yes. So that is a 16, which does hit. And then that is a D10. Give me a D10. Bleh. I don't know what I just did. He does 3 points of damage.
It's great. He's been messing with teleportation circles.
And next is vampire spawn number 2, who is one of the ones that's kind of like getting up out of its coffin after that thunder damage. He's going to use half his movement to get up from prone, and then is gonna go for. It's gonna run up to Hawk.
No, thank you.
It's gonna make its multi-attack. It's gonna first attack with a close. For a 17?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, gonna for 6 slashing damage.
Sure.
And then it's gonna make its second attack. Which is a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay, he misses on the second attack, goes in for 1 claw, a dirty 20, which hits. And for his that's fine. He's gonna do a dirty 20 of damage to that guy for a total of 6. He's only a level 4, so he only gets the 1 attack. I don't think he's a champion fighter, so he doesn't really have any bonus actions right now. That's fine. I can math. Where's my calculator? Because I can't. So that is -6. Cool. It's another vampire. This one's gonna run up to you, Hawk, again. It's gonna run up to you because you're imposing.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Okay. On that claw, it does a little. For 7 slashing damage, and then it's gonna make its second attack. I'm assuming a dirty 20 hits. It's also going to grapple you instead of doing damage. So it's is holding on. Which brings us to Ellie.
So 5 out of the 6 vampires are currently out of their coffins and exposed.
As initiative, yes, 5 out of 6 vampires are exposed. The last one hasn't made it out yet.
Okay.
Did the shutter shatter too?
It shattered. It shattered 2 It shattered. Yeah, it shattered all 5 coffins, but 2 of them emerged because of the shattering.
The windows.
What?
Did the windows shatter in my range of 10 feet?
Did the windows? No, the windows would have just barely been out.
Okay, want to double check.
So where is the 6th vampire then?
There is one last coffin way in the corner.
Okay.
That is you could definitely get to if you wanted to open it up with your movement. I would say opening the coffin would be an action.
No, that's valid. Listen, Ellie can cast this twice. And with the knowledge that there are 5 vampires out, and she's again, I think she feels comfortable with casting daylight this time on her action to that are currently exposed.
Excellent.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it looks like that's okay. It happens.
It's still going.
Okay.
We're back. He's so good.
Yeah. It looks like we're back. It looks like we're all good to continue. I think concentration spell.
I think it is actually. Let me double check. Right, it's.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a concentration
You're right,
spell.
it's not. It
You stay daylight in this room,
perfect.
which is badass. Fighting a bunch of vampires.
This is why I wanted. I'm not gonna lie. This is why I picked a druid for Curse of Strahd.
You know what's up. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Any bonus actions?
I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I have this. I have no clue.
I know if you're looking at your features, there should be.
So I'm
on spells.
I'm on Forge, right? Most.
It's my husband's fault. I'm going to tell you this right now. Yeah, no. I love my internet.
Hi.
Yeah. All right. I'm singing out the raid. Hey guys, if you can see that there's a raid now up, thank you guys for being here. We will continue this out. We would normally do our normal closeout. Thank you to our Patreon. This will probably go out again. But we're going out to the Mandy. So be cool. They're playing D&D. Do all the rad stuff. All that stuff.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our patrons, Nalani B, Michael N, and Alicia W.
Thanks for Vic for joining us.
Thank you to Vic for joining us.
I'm so happy to be here.
I am so excited to have you at the table. Tune in 2 weeks for when we have our full Strahd table
setup
once again. It's going to be very cool and fun and sexy and exciting. So let's head on over. Thank you guys again so much. We really appreciate all of you and your support. We will be back next Tuesday with Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. So make sure to check us all out then. We will be right back here. And before we go, Buddy, thank you for the resub. We're about to raid out. Be kind, love one another, and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.